Hmm. Ah.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Okay, there's 3 of them.
Yes.
Okay. So that one's got a pole arm.
That is using the
I'm
roaring.
guessing
That's a bone staff, I believe. Although it's a really ridiculously oversized version.
well, I was saying he's basically their mage.
Yeah. I think they all can use pyromancy, but I think he's the only one that does it consistently. Consistently, you can backstab these guys.
Trying to roll away from them is not an easy task, is it?
Right.
Did one just spawn again?
No, he died, and what happened is he erupted in flames, and that summoned some of those bone wheel skeletons to your left.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I remember these guys.
Yeah, he only summons 2, though.
Ow.
Oh.
Okay.
Anyway, the idea is that each one of them summons a different type of skeleton when he's killed, and that's kind of a way of basically, if you do the fight multiple times, you get a feel of which one you're most comfortable with.
Right.
So for that one, it's like I would only do the bone wheels first if you have a light build with ranged weapons, like if you already have pyromancy, if you have lightning spear, something like that.
Right.
That way you can dodge them and pick them off. Since you're going this melee, I would kill somebody who would spawn a melee skeleton first.
Which I'm guessing that would be either of the other 2.
The other 2, right? Each one of them will summon the sword and shield guys. One of them will summon the dual wielders.
Okay.
And that's I love that how the stage is handled, because you get practice fighting all of the above by the time you fight the boss.
That is good.
Mm-hmm. A lot of times they'll just spring a boss completely different from what you've been fighting out of nowhere.
Right. Because yeah, in this one you actually, for now.
Yeah.
Where's the reek?
There it is. Yeah. Fortunately, you were close enough to the wall that the archer didn't even fire at you. One of the guys recommended this last time, and
yes.
Let me just make sure that the well, I guess next time you die or we pause or whatever. I haven't seen the chat scroll in a while, and I'm wondering if if it's glitched or everybody's just been really quiet.
I suppose it could have glitched or something.
Actually, let me hop on the stream on my laptop.
Ah, good idea.
Yeah.
And then the necromancer won't spawn again, right?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, they're the one time.
Which means I don't even need to go that way anymore, right?
Nope.
Okay. Good to me.
Yeah, considering the only enemy left is the one that drops down, you could probably just, after you deal with him, go straight for the boss.
Fair enough.
Oh, Iniquitous Fox gave us a message. Okay, so everybody was just being really quiet. It's just in a library, guys. You can tease Ben or give him advice all you like.
And trust me, you know, the way that Wayne's making it sound, I need all the help I can get. So. Okay. So let's remove the rapier.
Mm-hmm. And as awesome as Glowy Turpin is, you know, do we have any other rings pieces of the white ring?
Good question.
Or he or she, I don't recognize the name, but getting cookies. So, hey, that is a great excuse.
Aha, that makes sense. I guess the blue seal wouldn't help at all, so ring illustration.
Sure. The heals also really slowly, but oh, it's so weird seeing Turpin without his holy glow.
Okay, enter the mist.
One thing you, Lorax is playing. It's a Diablo 3. He's a D3. How dare you start so early? Well, we tried to. I tried to start a little earlier for our European friends, and because with Ben being busy until the evenings on Tuesday and Thursday, the weekends are probably the only day we're going to be able to fit them in.
Ah.
Yeah.
There.
So that was the rationale here. And I was thinking about it, and it's like, you know, I'm usually light enough on my workload on the weekends that if we do stream like earlier to catch them, and then later on.
It is getting really hard to roll against these guys.
Yeah. Oh, geez. That's new.
Stall over the first sin!
Yeah. I guess I took umbrage to my pointing out that they used to be like one of the easiest bosses. But yeah, once you know how the Skeleton Lords work, they're not nearly so bad. And the other thing too is that, yeah, as you can see by fighting them, they're really slow and the arena's pretty big. It's pretty easy to...
Although that guy's really picking up the pace.
Yeah, he'll jog at you. I don't think the mage ever does.
Okay. Whoa, that's a lot of guys.
Yeah.
Wish I had a bomb.
Fox just went at them with the Claymore that died pretty quickly. Yeah, any of the... I mean, bludgeoning is strike does the most damage to them, but you don't have to do it. I mean, they have low enough...
Arg.
You got saved by the fact the staff goes so long before he fires it. Yeah, they have low enough defense that any strong weapon will also do it. If you go to No Man's Wharf and come back with a greatsword, that's pretty hilarious. Right.
So that's my last Estus. I don't want to get rid of him.
Exactly.
He's got bone wheels.
Right. Yeah, they definitely made these guys these guys tougher.
Yeah, the reach that they have is pretty absurd.
Mm-hmm. What you might do is I love the animation. Yeah, and
So why do I have the joint?
And Fox added that Claymore has those sweeping attacks. Yeah, I forgot that. See, I was thinking of the bastard sword, but in this one they made it more of a chop weapon, and yeah, the Claymore is the one you want. For
Haha! I knew that I could actually heal up. Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Well, at least I got it.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's all of the minions.
Right. Yep, that's all for them. So then you can choose the next enemy. You want to get the mage next?
I'm going to heal up next.
Oh yeah. Yeah, good plan.
Don't necessarily need to, but if I've got the resources for it, I might as well.
Yeah.
Let's see. This is the one I want next.
Oh, it's cool. You can actually stagger those guys and then break some poise. Crunch. Oh, not quite enough. This is the one who's actually using the. I think I mentioned earlier. I think I was starting to mention earlier. He's using the roaring halberd. That's the actual boss weapon you get from killing these guys.
All those guys are popping up.
All right, those we've got a pile of. It's a pretty big pile. Good.
Ah.
I mean, the numbers on these one guys.
Yeah, the fact that I was completely surrounded really hurt.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
At least they're not too aggressive. A lot of them will switch to that defensive stance, and that slows them down and makes them less aggressive. There you go. I know when I first fought these guys.
Seriously, how many of them are there?
Okay. Originally, they used to each spawn 4 of everything.
This is a lot more than 4.
And this one he spawns 8 of those skeletons, and then but only 2 bone wheels. When there's still 4 dual wielders. Yeah, you're getting it. Yeah, the first time I did this one, even with just the 4 of them, I kept a bunch of fire bombs, and then when it was easier to get the area after in Hade's Tower, you could come back with some holy water, and that was good too. All right, you've almost got it. Yeah, I would wait for him to cast and then just backstab him and get him in one go, maybe 2, and not worry about it.
Yeah, I think you'll recover too quickly for me to backstab.
Fair enough.
Oh yeah, maybe not.
Well, you could get him in 2 more hits anyway. It's just fun seeing the animation of backstabbing something that big.
Yeah, I just was not having any luck at all.
Right. No worries. All right, got the last two. I would just two-hand and kill one of them immediately, and then deal with the other one. There we go. All right.
Yay! Skeleton Lord's down. Victory!
Good job. You defeated. And that is your third boss, Last Giant Dragon Rider and Skeleton Lords.
All right.
And this time you just go. You just
Wait,
leave
what's the second one?
Dragon Rider.
What was the first one?
Last Giant.
Oh yeah, I did kill that guy.
Think of it that way.
Which one?
That on your right.
All right.
This will take us to our next area. And I would not go all the way in there just yet. I would stop at the first bonfire.
Well, naturally.
And screw the bone wheels. Yep.
Seriously. Well, pull the lever, I guess.
It's funny. It's like in Dark Souls 1, like every time I wanted a bone wheel shield, I would never get one. And then I've played through. I think I haven't beaten it yet on Steam when I got it I got a couple months ago. But I've played to the point where I can fight them. I think 3 times now, and I've gotten a bone wheel shield every time. It is the darndest thing.
Oh, and with the boss fight over.
Yep.
No.
Yeah, I want to say the Ring of Regeneration is like 1 HP per second or tick or something like that. Considering you already have almost 1,000 HP, yeah.
Huh. Could have just dropped down.
Yeah, exactly, Fox. Yeah, they're not too bad in the actual boss fight here, but yeah, they can really suck and
Harvest Valley. Where is the bonfire?
It was right there, in that tunnel. I would talk to her first. You move her to Majula, and then use the bonfire and leave.
Fair enough.
Are you a traveler?
I used to always think she was holding. Is she holding a skull? Can you check that?
Yes.
Yeah, she is holding a skull. Okay.
Yep.
I was starting to say it's like I thought she was holding a skull, but there's an orb, but no, it is a skull.
I'll ask for York.
I never planned to visit.
You think it would be a stone because of her job, but
I just
Sort of ended up here. Happens to the best of us.
So is it annoying when they give NPCs hairstyles and stuff like that you can't get? That is a gigantically high ponytail. It's like 80 stuff. It's like nope.
Many of these stones are quite useful.
I admit, I would love to see, that hairstyle clipping through the Morian or something.
Right.
I imagine that's probably why they didn't do it, because there are enough things to cover your head. They just didn't want to bother.
Right, and it's like what they do is if it would conflict with it, there's like a separate hairstyle everyone has that's like incredibly short, and they switch to that whenever you wear something that would cover it. It's kind of frustrating. That's the first bonfire aesthetic we can buy.
Soul Appease.
Yeah, hit the. I think it is it. Yeah.
Huh.
I don't know if that includes skeletons or not, but it does do extra damage on the hollow guys with torches and stuff like that. I like Soul Appease. It's a handy miracle in the right circumstances.
Should we grab it or just hold on till later?
We
don't have enough faith for it, so.
Yeah. We will once we level up. We should have enough souls to get the faith and end for Falcon. So I would just go and do that.
Okay.
And once she says.
I came here in search of rare stones, but the place is nothing like I was told.
All this poison. Don't you hate it when you're going on vacation and there's poison everywhere?
Don't just go haplessly wandering about like me.
May look all the same, but to the trained eye,
and I always wonder. I was kind of raised an eyebrow at that one because the icons are quite distinct,
And some unique stones provide.
Yeah, she's talking about how infusion works in this game. In Dark Souls 1, you had to use a certain kind of Titanite and a certain kind of Smith, and you could ascend weapons to other types. In this one, it's like infusion is just you glue a certain element of stone to the weapon, and then you can take it back off later.
Drang Lake. How is it that I ended up here? It's funny. I've searched every nook and cranny.
Yeah, Maga's agreeing. The bone wheels here aren't too bad.
And
Yeah.
Searched
Not to mention
every
too,
place
unless there's some in the
outside
DLC I'm not aware of, that's it. That's all the bone wheels in the game.
Then I go.
Back the other way, yeah, to get to the bonfire.
I'm trying to remember which tunnel it was. This way. Okay.
The Tunnel of Love. No, other way.
Are you sure?
Yeah, right behind you.
Ah, no, that's.
That's the bonfire.
Oh.
Yeah. Don't worry.
Yeah,
we'll-
when you said back in the tunnel, I thought you meant back that way.
No, no.
Okay. Light bonfire.
Mhm.
Then back to Majula.
Yeah.
Alright.
Let's get some more water here.
Alright, so what's the plan?
Oh, there she is. I was saying, was Chloe here yet? There she
Yes.
is. Okay. I would. I think we have an Estus flask shard. Let's talk to Emmy
Is that a ship?
and
To
yeah,
see, however,
upgrade the Estus and level up. But we want 8 int to talk to Falcon, and then we're going to want 22 faith. So let's see what progress we can make on that front.
Okay.
So it's
See.
4 int.
And 22 faith.
Uh,
We
okay.
can definitely do that.
Yeah. Oh, so close.
If we use another soul, we should be fine.
I would just hold on to that because we'll need to. Yeah, well, yes, true. Lightning Spear is so useful.
Right.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, we could use one of the boss souls we've got too.
I wouldn't think we would want to do that.
Fox saying the big problem is that there are 6 of them in one area. Yeah, both the bottom part of the catacombs and the open. What's even the term for that? The pond, the puddle in Painted World. I can't, there's a term for the kind of room that's like behind a sluice gate, and I can't think of what it is.
3022. Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, there's like 5 of them in that room. So yeah, it's ridiculous. I did find out the last time I was playing with a faith-based character, you can actually use force to knock them out of their spin and hit them. They like flop onto the ground like they do when you kill them, and have to get back up. It's a hilarious animation, and it makes them really easy to kill. You can also intercept them with like combustion and stuff. Obviously, that's a lot trickier.
Then how much was the adaptation we needed for more slots for spells?
Attunement.
Attunement.
I think 13 will get us our next slot.
Ah.
So after the next boss, we should be good to go.
Yeah.
Or the next time we wander about somewhere. Actually, with Lightning Spear, we could probably do Pursuer the quote-unquote proper way.
Right. It's a shame that we can't have heal, but
Yeah.
having another long-range option. But we only get 3 blasts?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yeah, the Miracles got nerfed big time in one of the earlier patches. They went from, I think, like 7 or 8 uses per slot to 3 or 4.
Right.
Now, granted, now in this system, the more attunement we have, the more casts we get. That's how that works.
Huh. Let's see. Which would it be to... See, that uses regular Titan.
Uh-huh.
So that's an idea.
Pretty much everything does, yeah.
Right. Then we had... Falchion is another option.
Falchion is good. It's fairly quick and has a high base damage. Whereas the Rapier does too.
Right.
Yeah, I would think about the challenges we'll be dealing with next. The next boss is probably going to be Pursuer.
I was about to say, that's easy for you to say.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to continue with Rapier.
Okay, with the one large we've got.
Yeah.
Okay,
So it really has been a very useful weapon.
sure.
Then...
It's a little more
Ooh,
knightly.
Magic Mace.
Yeah, that we picked that up earlier. It means it scales with int.
Right.
Claymore or bust.
Well, it only... Yeah, it does. Okay.
Mog, did you talk to Fox about trying to encourage us to grab the Claymore? I know that was her favorite toy too.
Let's see. Do you think we should level up the mace or hold on? I don't think it's good enough, really.
Yeah, and plus everybody uses a mace, so we can buck the trend a bit.
Understandably so, from what I'm
Yeah.
finding out, but...
It's really good.
Yeah.
After Pursuer is a dex-based greatsword, but it scales with Twinklies anyway, so I wouldn't worry too much about the shards on that front. I guess you could hold on to them because we'll need to buy the chime
Yeah.
from Falcon. I think those are 4K.
Oops. Okay. So where are we going next?
Well, it depends what you want to do. We can, if you want to consume some more souls and go by the chime from Falcon now, we can do that. That's the first bonfire in Husband's Coves.
Do we have enough souls for it?
That's the thing. If we consume enough, I'm not
How
sure.
much is that?
4,000, I want to say.
Let's go ahead and proceed on for a little bit. So I think we'll be fine for a little while.
Okay. I just meant that if you wanted to. Okay. So we can do the boss of Earth and Peak isn't that bad either. So we could do Harvest Valley. We could do. There's another boss in Husband's Copes that I do not think we are ready for yet.
Okay.
We can use Lightning Spirit. We can go to Hade's Tower and kill some of the Hade Knights. Try to get a lightning sword and then kill the dragon. But I don't think we're ready for that yet either.
I wouldn't think so.
What's the next? What's that area to the left? No Man's Wharf. We can do No Man's Wharf and get to the Lost Bastille that way. That will lead to the Pyromancy Flame, so you may want to do that.
Oh, sure. Sounds good to me.
Okay.
Unseen Path to Hide.
Are you good with playing some more? Do you want to
I think so.
Okay. All right, we're sticking with Ben. Oh, that might be fighting words, Smog. She said in Dark Souls 1 she agrees with the Claymore, but in Dark Souls 2 there are better.
Ooh. Okay, this one?
Yeah.
Or was this the way I came in?
No, you're right.
Okay.
Personally, I like the kind of like the Dexy great swords. You know, the.
Gosh, it's really dark in here.
Yeah, and once you clear like the first enemy or two, you may want to come back with torches. And what I would do is like light a sconce. Light it. There you go. Oh, I thought you knocked him in the water. So yeah, light a sconce, switch off, and then when you're clear, light the next one and kind of relay it.
Probably a good idea.
I was going to name some swords. I'll load up my character if he's got a claymore.
How do I, I guess I can't really knock him off, huh?
Not from there.
Ah.
And a little bit of historical fun. We have, the...
Arg, arg.
Oh. We have a French bishop fighting... I guess he'd be German, wouldn't he, Turpin?
I don't remember where he was from.
Fighting Vikings, because the Varangans were one of the actual tribes.
Well, he could be a Norman.
Or clans or something like that. Norman, yeah.
Okay, so how do I do the torch thing? Do I have to put one in my inventory?
No. Cancel out.
Okay,
you see where there's a Y for toggle? Or a triangle in our case. Toggle again.
That's all I've got.
Okay, get closer to the bonfire. Get away from the... There we go.
Aha!
Yeah, that threw me off too. It took the longest time because they never tell you how to do it.
Then if I put it in my inventory, does that extinguish it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, so I would just light the sconce and then get rid of it, and then just relay.
Then Whoa!
Dogs.
Ah! Let me lock on.
Jeez.
And this is why I never, ever, ever try to heal whenever there's anybody within like a mile radius of me. At least not in this game.
Right.
Okay.
Anyway, you could, I was gonna say, use the bow to deal with these guys. You can actually, if you hit the guy while he's clinging, he will fall off and die.
Exactly my thought. There we go.
Splish splash. All right. And with that, the path should be clear. I don't think there's anybody else that attacks. Let's be ready for the guy behind the archer. And yeah, the range on thrusting swords is so finicky that I would usually lock on before I fight with them.
Okay. I'm definitely going to run back and relight the torch.
Yeah. Yep, definitely see where you're going.
It is really, really dark in here.
Yeah, Fox chimed in with, he did not stand around to let you heal anymore.
Yeah.
It's like, no. They tended to be. It sounds like, I know somebody mentioned this when we were fighting the last giant when Ben tried summoning all the NPCs the first time. That apparently, like, the bosses got more aggressive if you tried to heal. Like, they aggro you and prioritize you over NPCs and stuff.
Is it safe to hop down there?
That's shallow water, yeah.
Okay.
If you can see the bottom of it, you're safe.
Let's see. Oh, there's someone up there.
Yeah.
But I want to like this first.
Uh huh.
Here. I guess.
Oh, annoying. Yeah.
Wandering here.
Right. Hey guys. Yeah, it's kind of annoying when you line up the backstab and they just crowd you and get ready to catch you in the animations as you come out of it. Infantry armor. You too can wear the nice padded jerkin.
And you jerkin.
I'm pretty sure it's the worst armor in the game.
I wouldn't be surprised at all.
Yeah, it's kind of funny how much of a difference that made, because in Dark Souls 1, the hollow armor and shield and stuff like that were bad, but they were still, I mean, like the hollow soldier shield was actually so good that they nerfed it in one of the early patches in Dark Souls 1.
Oh, where'd the archer go?
I think he hopped down when you were fighting down there.
I see.
He's probably going to try to come up after you.
I'll keep my buckler up just in case.
Would have been hilarious if he, ran up ahead and fell in the water, but...
I didn't get any...
Oh, there he is.
Oh, he's like a Varangian.
Uh-huh.
That's right, I can't jump forward with this one. That's the only thing I don't like about the rapier.
Right. Now, it is cool that the parry frames on rapiers are actually really good. So you may use that instead of the buckler and use a stronger shield for stability and stuff while you're dealing with the enemies. Just rely on the rapier to parry. Yeah, you do forfeit the jumps, but
well, yeah, that's a fair enough suggestion.
uh-huh. So far, yeah, yeah. In retrospect, I am kind of regretting not getting the. Yeah, they're gonna attack you. Oh. But retrospect, I do kind of regret not getting. I think it was the silver or steel kite shield or whatever from Mouflin.
What does that do?
It's just a little more stable against physical attacks than the leather shield.
Yeah, the startup. It was something I'm trying to get used to, but
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
trying to figure out parrying in this game is proving. Oops, that's not what I meant to do.
Ouch. Well, don't forget that you can always use an amber herb and get some
Well, I'm going
back.
to be heading back to the bonfire before too long.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw you, buddy.
Oh, is that the one I was thinking of, Fox? The Royal Knight Shield? If that's the one that...
Not what I had in mind.
If that's the one that... who am I thinking of? Macduff sells. We haven't been to the Bastille yet.
Then once I get our souls back, I'll probably hand it off to you.
Okay. Yeah, No Man's Wharf is a rough area.
Then again, it's like, I probably should be trying to get the experience from it, so I don't know.
What I would consider is, yeah. I mean, you weren't doing too bad. Oh. Ouch.
That's the other problem with the rapier.
Yep.
Is that half step forward.
Right. Might be, yeah. Yeah. That's the one that that Macduff sells, and we haven't killed the Pursuer yet, so we don't have the Drangleic shield. Yeah, I think I know the Pursuer is kind of rough, so that's why we haven't really bothered with doing that part yet. Yeah.
Now there was a dog that came in over there for some reason.
Uh huh. Yeah, I think he got. I think he got. Yeah, he's well. Actually, he is. If you look off to the left, he's right there behind that rock.
Um, I'll check after I take care of these guys.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, what you can do is I think you can roll while you have a. Oh yeah, there you go. While you have the wave of bow drawn, so you can kind of like roll off to dodge to the side.
Actually.
Oh, to pull him. Yeah. And he did. Okay. I was going to point out where the dog was, but you just swiveled the camera out of the way.
Yeah. I currently have something slightly more important on my mind.
Right.
Okay, now I can kill the archer with no problems.
Uh-huh.
Fingers crossed.
Right. And yeah, the fact they use fire arrows is I mean, it does a bit more damage through through like the physical block shields and stuff. But yeah, there's a particularly annoying thing about it later we'll be dealing with.
Let's see. Where's the dog?
Rip, Fox said. Okay, you see where basically to the about an inch to the right of the fire.
Ah, there it is.
Uh-huh. Mog says her main has the Drake Keeper shield. She likes the look and is 100% block too. Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of. Is that the Great Shield or was there another one?
I want to... There
Yeah,
we go.
yeah. When enemies are coming through, the lock-on range changes depending on how much light is around an enemy. It's kind of cool, but at the same time kind of annoying.
Yeah.
Speaking of darkness around enemies, if you're worried about being surrounded, I think you. Oh, there you go. I think you probably toss an alluring skull, and that would draw their attention.
Why that wasn't a backstab, I don't know, but...
I think it's because the guy was still down. It's a normal shield, round metal. Well, excuse me.
Yeah, for the life of me, I cannot parry.
No, I was thinking of the Drake Keeper Great Shield that I think at least you used to get in the treasure chest guarded by the guy with the it was a Drake Keeper with the Great Shield, and I forgot what the other weapon what weapon he had. I want to say a hammer. Yeah, like the giant pick or something like that instead of the great hammer. And you fight in that tiny area, and that sucks. It's like that's harder than most bosses in the Souls games.
What on earth is that?
That is a hollow with a torch, and he will. It's a mechanic they only use once in the original game, and I think they're using it more often in this one. He's actually not hostile.
Where did he come from?
Perched up on the roof. Those Varangians are freaking everywhere.
Well, I got their helmet.
Yeah, it's actually a pretty solid one. I think 5 poise and decent defense. I don't think it's as good as the infantry helm though. Oh, it's actually a bit better.
Yeah. Everything except lightning resistance. So
You're a Viking.
you say they're not hostile?
They're not hostile.
Okay.
There's usually a catch. Like, I won't spoil it for you, but in the Undead Crypt, there was a pretty nasty one if you kept that guy alive. That's where he was originally. But he might just be here to help you out with the, with your lighting situation.
Well, I could definitely use the help. Okay.
All right, then you got other stairs next. No, what I would...
Can I check in here?
You may not have. Okay, you did.
Okay. There was never anything here. Should I just kill him?
You can. I don't think there's any reason to.
But this is Dark Souls. Is there any reason not to?
The fact the reticle lights up, might be telling you something, but...
Yeah.
Better safe than sorry.
Pretty much.
Okay. See if he drops a torch. No.
No. That's alright.
Oh, yeah, that must be a drop. Fox was saying he never got it.
Hmm. Okay.
And at this point, you can either go to off to the right. There's like the big building, or you can go up and around. And I would basically consider doing that so we can get to the shortcut as soon as possible.
Okay.
Basically, here's the big question: is I think if you kill the enemies to the on the way there, I think there's only a couple more where you have to fight, and then at that point you can get to the shortcut, and it'll save you a lot of time dealing with this first batch of enemies.
Okay.
Not bad.
Yeah, I forgot that you can block while using a rapier. I need to start doing that. Oh, the Varangian armor. Probably not as good as what we have with this, but yeah.
Yeah, it's cloth armor.
Okay.
It's pretty good for cloth armor, don't get me wrong, but... there's somebody coming out of the... Okay, it wasn't coming out, I just saw the scimitars there.
There we go.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see him, kind of. Yep. Shouldn't be waiting for somebody through a window, dude.
Unless... Yeah, I was going to block my shots. See, he's actually quite a bit smarter than I had given him credit for.
That's funny. Try to imagine that in invisible bulletproof glass.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of Drake Keeper stuff you have to get dropped, and I never have. Because seriously, screw fighting those guys.
Wonder where that hollow came from.
Probably might have been in that building.
Could be, I suppose. Okay. Let's light this up.
Uh-huh. And if you go, in that building to your left there, that may be something relevant to your interests.
Oh, hey.
What is it? I don't know you, and you don't know
Yeah, she used to
me.
be right there next to the bonfire in the main game.
Things are better that way. Normally, people keep a safe distance when they
One of
see
the favorite, I guess one of the favorite tricks the FromSoft guys played is having a very distinctly feminine voice coming from behind that mask.
Right.
It's like, what?
So I came to
Lucy.
I like that, Lucy.
Yes.
I'll admit, Luca Heal is probably one of my favorite Dark Souls 2 characters.
Right. I'm trying to think of who called the Emerald Herald Emmy, last time. We started doing that, so we have Emmy and Lucy.
Don't hesitate to call upon me.
Yeah, like Fox was saying, the one that's a major challenge are the ones with the maces. You can't block their attacks. Yeah, and those are the ones that have like a combo of 6 hits and do a ton of damage. It's just...
And there's really no reason to go down here, right?
That's the other way. Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
Fair enough.
However,
Sure.
look to your left,
Oh.
and there's an opening. This used to be where one of the Ring of Life protections was, but I heard that Scholar removed all but a couple of them.
We definitely haven't gotten a lot of them.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't go through there.
Yeah, originally there were like 6 of them, plus 1 or 2 Rings of Soul protection you could get too. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's where that one hollow came from. I think he was up here.
That could be.
All right.
Okay. On we go, I guess.
Yep.
I might as well keep lighting them as I go.
Uh-huh. And if you want to kind of a shortcut past the next batch, keep your torch ready. After you deal with them, of course.
Okay. I'm still alive.
Yep.
I'm still in this.
Yeah, don't try parrying on a different elevation. Because even if you get it to work, you can't riposte.
Huh. That's kind of aggravating. Fair enough.
Yeah, you could have like lured him down to the deck, or either way, but I just don't think it's worth it. Especially since it's harder for them to hit you if they're above you.
Now I'm going to keep checking those things, and that's probably never going to come up again.
What things?
Oh, the cabinets.
There are a couple where they hide stuff behind them. So yeah, don't feel too bad about your curiosity. What you might just do is take a close look at them, because you can generally see there's an opening in the wall behind them.
Oh, that's true.
And like Fox was saying, parrying is super overrated anyway.
Yeah.
Well, Ben likes doing it, though. That's just something he does for fun. So I would, yeah.
Yeah, it's like this is the only game I know of where I have not been able to get a pretty good parry scheme going.
Yeah, I think it really does throw off your timing so much with the startup stuff. So remember, right, parries in Dark Souls 1 were instant, but they were shorter. So that was the trick.